Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Get ready for Talking Heads, the show where expert insights meet world-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. Brought to you by USA Global TV and Radio. Meet our distinguished presenters. From the great state of Texas, longevity expert, award-winning author, publisher, and distinguished Toastmaster, Red O'Loughlin. From London, England, soul heart awakener, novelist, vocal coach, and artist, Dr. Madeline Chan. Also from England, the Harley Street stress expert, therapist, ambassador for peace, and speaker, Carolyn Heward. And from Australia, ICF PCC credentialed coach, entrepreneur, and leadership coach, Mariska Dupria. Experience their expertise, connect with their wisdom, and transform your perspective. Watch Talking Heads on the USA Global TV and Radio Network. This video and its contents are the property of USA Global TV and Radio. All rights reserved. Terms and conditions apply. Visit usaglobaltv.com for more details.
Good evening, or early eve actually, from the UK. My name is Dr. Madeline Chan and I'm going to be with you for the next 30 minutes, or 26 minutes. Let's see how this goes. So good evening to USA Global TV and Radio viewers, and good evening to our E360 TV viewers as well. So for today's topic, for my episode on the Talking Heads, I'm going to be sharing with you a topic that I really feel so passionate about this. And there is an absolute, and I would say, danger if you are no longer in the present moment. So let me explain. So before I do, as each week, what we need to do is clear the energies. So I'm going to use this, and I did this at the beginning of the program. Usually I don't. I did it right at the beginning before doing the greetings. And what it does, it just clears all the ions, all the stagnant energy. You can do this for yourself and clear your chakras, and you can clear the house in corners, go around the corners. This one is in from the actual Himalayas, and you can get them online as well. But my brother bought this from Himalayas when they went to Tibet, so I really treasure this. So also selenite. Here we go. It's crystal. It's a snow white crystal, and what that does is just clears. Spring cleaning. Okay. Crystal clearing. Okay, here we go. And remember, everyone, from now on, we are in tune with the unicorns. The unicorns is our representation of authenticity. So for today's topic, I, in this moment, step in on my own truth to please someone else. So what we have to do is look at the way that we're living our lives. Now, if we are not in the present moment, what happens is we will find our mind occupied. So if we're not in the present, where everything is present, our mind, body, spirit, physical, emotion, everything, all centered all present. And if our mind is not present in that moment and our mind is somewhere else, what will happen is that's when accidents occur. That's when you're cooking and you're using sharp objects, you'll cut yourself, you'll hurt yourself. When you're walking across the road and you're not actually alert, you are endangering yourself and endangering drivers. You have to really be careful now. So that was about when you're being aware in the 3D. So we're being aware in the 3D right now is there's only one timeline now on planetary Earth. Well, actually, there's two timelines, but the one that really is about where we have to coexist, where we have to manifest, where we bring our dreams and aspirations, it has to come through the present moment, because the present moment is when you create and co-create. All right. So stepping on my own truth. If you're not in the present moment and you're worried about someone else, where you are engagement in conversation or a certain event, and let's say you didn't handle the situation rightly, or you wanted to say something, but you remained quiet about it. What happens then is what you wanted to say keeps playing like a loop or a recording on a loop in your mind. So that means that when you're going on to the next experience or the next moment, engaging with someone else, that tape recorder, think of it as a tape recorder, it's still going. Or the music video, this video is going on a loop, and it's like this, and it's going round on a loop, and it's settled in our subconscious, not our conscious, but our subconscious. And when it's settled in the subconscious, you have no control when the subconscious goes into the conscious. So you could be at work or a scenario where you're going to be with someone or engaged in conversation. Could be at dinner, you could be working on a project, you could be in a working environment, wherever it is. And suddenly that tape recorder, boom, or that video, it plays. It plays in real time as in present time. So it occupies your concentration. So you are not able to give 100% focus and concentration and awareness, because you still have that video going on and on and on. Now, if we have during the same day another scenario where we've had something where we didn't bring our true feelings and what we really thought at that time, guess what? Yep, you got it. You've got another loop. So towards the end of the day, you find yourself with a loop, and you're getting further away from the present moment, because you're trying to be in the present moment. But the difficulty is because the subconscious holds in the brain, it holds that feeling of you should have spoken out. So it has to be in the subconscious to remind you. And you're going to collect more and more and more of these, I would say, loops, never ending loops. And it's building up and building up. And then you get to the point where one day someone does something very little, doesn't hardly do anything, just something little. But boy, oh boy, has that upset you? that is the one that is just, the volcano has erupted. That small little thing that person did or remark or said something, because you have the build-up of the recording of what you were supposed to say in your subconscious. It's thrown all at once. And that person who is on the receiving end of it is going, whoa, wow, where did this come from? And they think, then they get the feeling of, you're not quite right. There's something not right there. And that's because it's important that you must start to have counsel in yourself. You have to counsel yourself. You have to become a third party to yourself and start counseling yourself. And when you feel the nudgings, the inner nudgings, the intuition to speak, then yes, ask permission by all means. You have to ask permission. You don't just interrupt, because that's not the power of listening and giving and receiving of communication neither. But you have to start doing this. Otherwise, we're on a ticking time bomb. You're on a ticking time bomb. You're on a volcano that's about to erupt. And it might just be that one person that comes up and does a little tiny little mistake, not even a big mistake, just something really tiny, but it's the trigger point. The volcano erupts, and then after that you've got mayhem and chaos, and you've got to do repair damage. You've got to repair that damage. Some people don't repair that damage. You know what they do? They run away because they can't face it. So it's easier to run away and ghost someone and block someone rather than face that feeling, that feeling of wanting to expressing what they wanted to say, how they felt at that time. So then it leads to misunderstandings. And then what you've got then is a big ocean of problems, because on the collective mass consciousness, if you think about all these tape recorders or music, I don't know, the music video, not music videos, videos of you in different scenarios, remember, it doesn't go away. Why? Because everything is energy. So everything needs to be released, purified, cleansed, alchemized. Otherwise, it's a build up, and then you've got your volcano erupting. It's so important now to be in the present moment. And it's so important now to politely and listen when there is an opening for you to share your opinion, for you to share your value of what you feel and think about a certain situation or person. And now it's not judging. It's not about destructive. It's about constructive. There's so much misunderstandings. We think that we're helping someone by just agreeing with what that person is saying and making them feel happy because it makes them feel happy. But if you don't feel that, then you don't say anything. You don't say anything. Or you do say something and make sure that it's not destructive. It's got to be constructive criticism. Constructive criticism coming from the heart. You also have to realize that we all have free will. So it doesn't matter how much you try and advise and help someone. If they're wanting to have that full experience, the full embodiment of that experience and that lesson, it doesn't matter what you tell them or advise them and guide them. they're going to do the complete opposite. Maybe they have to do that because maybe through doing that lesson, they wake up and become a better version of themselves. Sometimes when we stop something or interfere with someone without being invited to it, without being asked, you just go in and you just cut in and you interfere, you could cause more problems. So am I in this moment stepping on my own truth? Yes, 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 we are. We are. Because right now, the timeline that is really working on Mother Earth right now is the present timeline. It's in the now, which is the gift. You've probably heard that from many other experts out there. The gift, that's what it is. A gift is a present. So present, present. So be in that now moment, especially now, because what's happening is it's getting so intense about our timeline of past and timeline of fear for the future. So what's happening is we have three timelines. We have the past, we have fear for the future, and we have the present. So through the present, we change our future. From the past does not dominate and give the outcome of the future unless you allow the past to take control. So being in the present, you end up looking around and being aware of your environment and your place where you're at, and you meet people, you see things, you hear things. You get so in tune with Mother Earth and relationships with people, the genuine relationships, not the superficial. We can all do superficial. Hell's bells, we can certainly do superficial. In fact, out of the whole universe, planet Earth has definitely got the Galactic Award for superficialism. Superficialism, egotism. You see, it's the isms, isn't it? It's the isms. The isms is where we're going where that's ending, making us go, oh, the ism, it's an ism. It's important now. We're in the golden age. We are in the golden age. 2030 is going to be an absolutely magical year. It's the year when the real golden age we start to live from that timeline. Right now, we're in the clearing. We've got the two matrix going on. We have the illusion matrix, bound to physicality, bound to survival, bound to ego, bound to one-upmanship, bound to separation, bound to competition. Now, there is healthy competition. Healthy competition is good. But when it's another type of competition, competing, rears its ugly head. But healthy competition, absolutely, that should be welcomed. Although, by the time we get into 2030, any form of competition will dissipate. It won't be part of the human collective consciousness because we are evolving, we are becoming intergalactic with the galactics. So pleasing someone else, the more you're pleasing someone else and you forget yourself, you will find you're left on the shore and all the boats have gone. And you're just praying, you're just waving out to sea, praying and hoping that there's a boat that comes your way. Well, maybe it will, or maybe it won't. You see, that's the thing. We've always held on to, yep, that boat is coming in. That boat is coming in. Well, let me tell you, those boats are all getting ready to get shipped out to sea, to go onto the adventures. It's time to address this. It's time to be in the now. Be a unicorn. Be authentic. Dress how you want to dress. Say what you want to say, but think and be compassionate with what you want to say. Try not to deal with it in an attacking way by being defensive. No, there's a way of where if you're going to reply to someone, stop. Have a couple of seconds. Just not even a second, just stop. Take a breath from your heart and then just speak. Feel the intuition flowing out. For it's going to be our intuition that is going to give the outcome and solutions to the outside reality. This is what the golden age is about. Peace, love, unity, manifestation, co-creating, co-creating with our star team, Star Soul Brothers. You see, if you keep on making excuses for someone's behavior and you, instead of actually voicing out what you really truly want to say, what you truly want to say, that might be just what frees that person. Otherwise, what happens is you're fueling this. And when you fuel it, it then becomes karmic. It then has to manifest as a lesson. So where you have dealt with yourself, where you have healed yourself there, you haven't, because the test is coming through. So be yourself, express yourself. And if you have that inner intuition, and as long as it's not destructive, remember, we are not here to destroy and to destruction. We are here to construct. We are here to construct from a place, from our heart, from a higher wisdom connected to our higher consciousness. What happens if you keep on pleasing someone else? You wake up and think, wow, where am I in all this? Where am I? And you will end up erupting like the volcano. So what I'm trying to say is right now, there's so many people erupting like a volcano because they're not going within. They're not having that time to discover, to get to know themselves, to have confidence when they feel that inner nudgings, that intuition to express and talk. That's what's happening in the world today. Too many people are keeping quiet. And they say, well, I'm keeping quiet because, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And, we all know they're like this, but, we don't have to tell them this. I'm sure they know. This is how we are. It's called gossip. And it's destructive gossip. Instead of saying, taking that person to the side and say, I value our friendship and I love you very much, but I must say this, and it's coming from a place from my heart, and I have to express this. Would you mind if I express this to you? And they'll go, yeah, okay. But if they say, no, I'm not ready. I'm really not ready, then you have to then leave it. Don't keep going on about it, chiseling at it. No, don't keep doing that. Wait until that person has already heard that you want to help them in some way. But if they said no, what they've done, they've put the block. And when they've put the block there, how this will go with you is, well, at least I did express my inner feeling, what I wanted to do. Therefore, there's no karma. But if one continues to, it's like being in a mask, really. Being in that special mask for that person, thinking you're helping them, thinking, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. How are they going to grow? How is this person going to grow? How are they going to? If you don't say anything, then you are adding to the karma. You are fueling it. But if you say something in the way that I showed you with my voice, I expressed, then the decision is upon the receiver. And sometimes they will do. They'll say, you know what? I've been feeling something not quite right. Yeah, okay, let's have a chat. Boom, you've got your opening. The golden door has opened. You've got a closed door until they open it. They open it. Not you, but they open it. So until they don't open it, then work on a door that is open. Number one, work on your own door, because there's many doors. But work, start having that time, start going for a walk. Put your feet on the grass, because then you'll be grounded. You will be grounded into the present moment, and your energy will connect with the crystalline matrix of Mother Earth. And this is what's happening right now. We have the two matrix mirroring each other. Some people are going still in the illusion, and that's okay. We're not here to judge. Maybe there's something, maybe in their soul, their soul contracts, they haven't agreed to wake up and live in the present timeline, going into 4D, 5D. Maybe they haven't, and that's okay. There's people that are jumping, quantum jumping from 3D, jump to 5D, go back to 3D, It's okay. It's okay right now, because she's still cleansing and purging. But soon, those two timelines will be complete apart. We still live on this earth, but in the different timelines. So when you manifest, you won't be able to manifest from 3D if you're in 5D unless you fall. If you fall from grace, fair enough. But you'll be all the manifestation is going to happen in the present timeline, because it will be with the crystalline matrix, because our bodies are becoming more crystalline. So am I in this moment? I want you to ask yourself, am I in this moment stepping on my own truth, stopping myself becoming a true unicorn, stopping myself from becoming a true full embodiment, being a creator being in a human embodiment? Am I stopping myself and being trapped in this karmic cycle? And remember the videos, the video replays, it's like movies, little tiny mini movies, like 2 seconds, but it's in our subconscious. And if we don't deal with it, it builds up until we erupt like a volcano. That's why you need to clear your energy. That's why you've got to be careful with what you eat, but that's on another program. I just want to say thank you so much. My name is Dr. Madeline Chan, and I've really enjoyed sharing with you. Am I in this moment stepping on my own truth to please someone else? ask yourself every day, this is the only way that we are going to evolve, is by addressing this problem. And it is a very, very big problem. It is a war in our own personal inner war that is reflected in the outside. So thank you so much for allowing me to share this, and I will see you next Monday at the same time. And thank you to USA Global TV and Radio. I would like anyone to come out and contact me who feels stuck in their life. If they want to be connected to their creativity, their creative heart, their heart intuition, I'm a soul heart awakener, and I can help you greatly. I really can. Thank you to our E360 TV viewers, and we'll leave you with our sponsors. Thank you so much.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Steve Klein Art at steveklein.art.
My name is Steve Klein, born Manchester, England, 1953. My quest in my lifetime is to create artwork from my soul and the deepness within my wildest dreams and fantasies. In 2012, my heart stopped when I was given too much anesthetic for a minor knee operation, and this near-death experience took me to another multi-dimensional world, an out-of-body experience, and I was given the gift of being blessed by an overwhelming, burning passion to become, for the very first time in my life, an artist with an eternal, passionate desire to bring my art, which I've named multi-dimensional, subliminal, freeform art, to the world, as only 3% recover from what I experienced. And now in my golden years want to release my cosmic, vital energy through my art to allow people to be a part of my cosmic dance.
To learn more, email roccogoodwine@gmail.com. For VIP pricing, mention USA Global TV and Radio.
What if one simple skill could change the way you connect with the world? What if listening could open doors to deeper relationships, stronger businesses, and a better you? Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the Listening Mentor, brings you USA Global TV and Radio, a space where voices are heard, ideas are shared, and global communities thrive. Through the elevated listeners' courses and books, you'll master the power of listening, set boundaries with confidence, and transform conversations into opportunities. Join us. Listen, learn, elevate. Whether you're a leader, a coach, a business owner, or someone seeking stronger connections, your journey starts today. Subscribe, learn, and transform today.
In a world full of noise, misunderstandings, and interruptions, master the art of listening with Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck is the listening mentor of USA Global TV and Radio and the Amazon #1 best-selling author of Mastering the Power of Elevated Listening. Elevate your listening. Elevate your life. Join a global learning experience in person or via Zoom. Reserve your spot today. usaglobaltv.com/book-your-session or drjacalyn.thinkific.com. Join Dr. Kerbeck's listening courses or hire her to unlock deeper connections and authentic conversations. Have you ever felt unheard? Like your words float into a void, leaving you invisible and disconnected? How about feeling judged, when assumptions overshadow your truth, leaving you misunderstood and defensive? And then there's that moment when someone offers solutions you never asked for. dismissing your feelings and leaving you more frustrated than before. It doesn't have to be this way. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor, understands. She's here to help you reclaim your voice, build stronger connections, and create meaningful conversations that inspire understanding and mutual respect. Through her groundbreaking books, online and in-person courses, and interactive workshops, you'll learn how to navigate life's most challenging interactions. Discover the power of elevated listening and transform how you communicate. Master setting boundaries and asking permission to protect your peace. Learn to recognize and release judgment, fostering empathy and true connection. Dr. Kerbeck also offers personalized coaching, one-on-one or group sessions designed to fit your unique needs. Whether in person or virtually on StreamYard, her guidance will empower you to thrive. You don't have to struggle alone. The path to deeper connections and better relationships start here. Visit drjacalyn.com or usaglobaltv.com. Join a global community of empowered listeners and transform your life, one meaningful conversation at a time. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck is the listening mentor. Start your journey today.
5 little-known secrets for dementia caregivers with Tracy Cram-Perkins.
Hi there, I am Tracy Cram-Perkins, the host of the Dementia Home Care Show here on USA Global TV and Radio. I am also the author of the book of the same name. And you'll see this QR code. This is for an extended version of the same talk. So if you want to see the full hour-long version, feel free to scan the code and go to that website. Stick with me. We'll talk about 5 little-known secrets to make it a little easier to do dementia caregiving. What you're seeing on the left-hand side is a healthy aged brain, age 55 and above. The one you're seeing on the right is an Alzheimer's disease brain. It is in moderate disease. It is shrinking. It has holes in it. The memories that were in those holes no longer exist. When you're learning something, let's say in kindergarten, you learn how to tie your shoelace. Well, then by the time you're in 2nd grade, your brain remembers that information from tying the shoelace and applies it so you can learn more quickly how to tie more complex knots. So the brain is hardwired to do this for us. So it helps us learn faster so it doesn't take us long to acquire knowledge. The brain is looking for the information and they pick the closest to wherever that hole is. Let's look at some tips that we can use to help do that.
These are 5 simple tools you can use as a dementia caregiver to help your loved one. The whiteboard is a useful tool in recording the day's activities and the answers to repetitive questions. The calendar clock is a very useful tool to orient your loved one on the day, the date, and the time, and remind them of upcoming appointments. The communication cards are a great tool to bridge the gap when they can no longer tell you what's wrong. And then there's the pill minder, for when your loved one is still able to take pills but needs prompting. The final tool I want to share with you is the memory book. It tells your loved one's story. It's a great tool for distraction, redirection, also as a conversation starter, and telling you where they are in their story so you know how to answer their questions.
Music is probably the most powerful tool in your toolbox after laughter. Music is a way to maintain connection. It sticks with your brain longer than any other thing, including reading. When you're having an issue with somebody, you can play their favorite music if you move them to another room, something that makes them happy, or you can start singing songs together from their childhood. These are some of my favorite books for caregivers. My show airs on the 3rd Tuesday of every month, and you can view past episodes on YouTube. Thank you, everyone.
This program has been brought to you in part by Tracy Cram-Perkins. Connect with her and order her book at tracycramperkins.com. For more information about Alzheimer's disease, support resources, and how you can help, contact the Alzheimer's Association at 1-800-272-3900 or visit their website at www.alz.org. They offer 24/7 helpline support and a wealth of information to assist you and your loved ones.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.